Hi everybody, welcome to my channel and thank you for watching this video. If ever you have watched my previous videos, I'm so grateful to you and I really appreciate you kind of investing some time watching the content out here. This is a channel full of mindful content. I practice mindfulness and I'm in a journey of spiritual awakening with the help of my Guruji, and I love to share the transformative practices, discoveries about self, how I overcome fear, how I look at life powerfully, and how with each process I find myself being successful. So, welcome, and this video is totally about that. I always wondered that, I was on Instagram and I never realized what I was doing initially. But after I went on social media detox, after my sister recommended, I was on social media detox for about 28 days. And it's not a joke. It was really difficult initially. I was so addicted. Actually, with my phone, I wasn't addicted to the social media, but I was more addicted with my phone. So if I'm sitting alone on the sofa and I'm like, hey, you know what's going on? Let me check. I'm just simply and vaguely scrolling and this is funny. When I got off the apps, I started Googling things. I started to, read news. I started to see what's there on Google and what it has to offer. And I was like, oh my God, I would have never done that. And that was crazy. So I discovered the impatience or impulsive use of mobile phones was impacting my life. So, whilst I was in the detox, I actually practiced some of the strategies. Like, I started waking up early, although I'm an early riser, however, started to wake up purposefully. I started my meditation, started to participate in the whole practice for 1.5 hours. Then I started to work out and some meaningful stuff in the morning. I started my day, of course, with this, followed by book reading, wherein I at least ensured I read one chapter of my favorite book, 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do by Amy Morin. And then I went on, and I think I realized I became a little calm. I acknowledged the fact that sitting idle or doing nothing is so valuable sometimes. It gives you time to breathe, it gives you time to reflect on what exactly are you up to in life, or you're not. At least it makes you selective. You don't feel like talking to everybody and anybody, honestly. You want to kind of reduce your circle. You want to be very, very full of quality, actually. So I focus more on my quality life and I call it mindful lifestyle. After 28 days, I reinstalled Instagram and Facebook. I was also on Twitter, but after 28 days, I realized that Twitter was not serving me well. I deleted Twitter. I'm no more on Twitter. You'll find my profile though, but it's not in my phone. I'm there on YouTube because I think it's something really cool. I love to write, I love to discover, love to share. And YouTube gives me an opportunity to share my life out. And I love to share spirited stories of extraordinary people, some things that I've learned. And I think we do need such content these days. There are young people who are confused, who are misguided somewhere, who are really trapped in the whole idea of self worth, self doubt, fear, anxiety. And I want to help there. So, and being somebody who's actually worked on it, I think I would have some value for those guys. So I'm right here for that. I kept myself on Instagram because Instagram I used to just do. Lately, when I was off the detox, I realized that actually Instagram became my daily diary. And I love and I used to write so I still do. I still write a lot. I do write my experiences, it's like gratefulness journal and focus wheels and a lot of stuff that I do personally. Instagram, I started writing poetry. I started to create some good content. So it was like if I'm at office, something I heard which did not match up to my or something that I believe in, I immediately used to write a poem from it, and I felt like, wow, that's a great art. I can expand on it. So I started, and every time, like if there's a conversation in the family and if I'm not able to say that or counter to them, I used to write a poetry. So it's like amazing way how my mind worked and created an opportunity out of that conflict. So instead of arguing, fighting, I used everything in a better way, because ultimately in life nothing is significant. So about this, I started to write and create videos about my experience learning from 13 things mentally strong people don't do by Amy Morin. And a recent video was on my reading from the chapter Mentally Strong People Do Not Expect Immediate Results. And actually, in my circle, I've been experiencing that people don't wait, they don't give time to things to grow. I mean, they want results now, they want numbers now. I think people lack patience, and I think that's not a sign of a mentally strong person. And of course, validated by Amy Moore in her amazing book. So I created that video, and I really love the fact what happened was that Emmy Morin actually paid attention to that video and liked it. I really discovered the real purpose of why I was on Instagram, and I'm just sharing it out because I see many people are working on content. And just so I wanted to share that it's not about numbers. I may not have more followers, I may not be fitting in the Instagram algorithm at all, but I enjoy writing, I enjoy posting, I enjoy sharing, I enjoy expressing something that I've discovered which might help or be valuable to somebody, at least not harming anyone. And that's why I'm on Instagram. Having purpose of doing anything gives you success. The entire journey of why you're doing things at first makes a difference. So I hope this thing or this sharing helps you, because honestly, I wasn't ready or prepared to speak all of this, but while I was scrolling, I realized that Amy Morin liked my post, and I was so excited, and actually I thought and realized something which I wanted to record forever. So that's my memory forever. Do check out my previous video, which was on this, about how you can work on not expecting immediate results.